Hey, you lovely people. This is Miss Paraso here, and we are going to talk about systems of equations using the elimination method. All right, if you've had me in class, you're going to hear me talk about this as you are a mob boss, and you'll understand why. You need to eliminate some variables. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so this is just the intro, and right now what I'm showing you, we've got two different equations, and we would agree that they are both true. 2 plus 4 is 6, 3 plus 5 is 8. So I've got two true statements here. Well, what I want to show you is that when you have two true statements, I'm going to use a different color here. If you add them together, okay, 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 plus 5 is 9, 6 plus 8 is 14. Did that make a true statement? Does 5 plus 9 equal 14? Yeah. So when you add two equations, if we add them together, it still makes a true statement, all right? And we're going to take that idea, okay? Oops, did the wrong one there. It's supposed to be this one. Here we go. 5 plus 9 equals 14. Okay, yeah. So true statement and a true statement, if you add them together, they still make a true statement. Cool. All right. Well, those are both I did adding. Maybe it's different with other ones. So let's see. We're going to add these again together. 1 plus 3 is 4. We agree that's true. 7 minus 5 is 2. That is true. Both are true statements. So let's take a look at adding them. 8, a positive 3, and a negative 5 is a negative 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. We get 8 minus 2 equals 6. That is also a true statement. Oh my goodness, what is this sorcery that I am showing you? All right, now let's go to, okay, what if the top one is subtraction? Let's just go in there and add them again together. 5 minus 3 is 2, true. 2 plus 7 is 9, that's true. Let's see if we add them together. 7, a negative 3, and a positive 7, that's a positive 4. 2 plus 9, what? 7 plus 4 equals 11. It's another true statement. Okay? All right, we'll do one more. Let's have them have some negatives going on in there. All right, again, we're going to add the two equations together. That means 8, negative 4, negative 5 is a negative 9. A negative 3 and a 2 is a negative 1. It still works. What? All right, so here is the magic behind it, okay? The magic behind all of this is you have to think about what we're doing. This is just a very tricky way of that whatever you do to one side, if you do the exact same thing to the other side, it's going to be true. So I added 8 to this side. Well, I also added 8 to this side because 3 plus 5 is 8. So all I'm really doing is I'm doing the exact same thing to both sides, which is just balancing the equation. So with that idea in mind, we can apply that to what we know about systems, okay? So let's take a look again at this idea. All right, so same problem, okay? Same kind of idea. Actually, let me go, yeah, let me go this way, okay? All right, let's kind of compare these two. So we got a number plus a different number equals 6, which we have here. We have 3 times a number, now so just a little bit different, but let's kind of use that idea that if I add them together, what happens? So normally with substitution, we'd rearrange one of these, solve for a variable, plug it in, right? Okay, well let's use this idea that, well, if we just add them together, we'll still get a true statement and be able to solve. So let's go ahead and add these together. So I have 1x plus 3x, that is 4x, positive 1y minus 1y. Well, look at that. Those guys are opposites. So that's going to cancel out to make a 0. That makes my life so much easier. 6 plus 14 is 20. Well, now, by using this method, I've actually eliminated one of the variables. I've eliminated the y's. They're opposites. They cancel out. And now I have one variable that I'm left to solve for. So now all I have to do is divide both sides by 4, and I'm going to get x equals 5, and boom, I've got half my answer there. Okay, so the elimination method, again, notice what's happening here. My x's are lined up, my y's are lined up, my constants are lined up, everything's lined up, and I just kind of add straight down, adding my like terms. All right, so I have my x equals 5. Well, I'm going to go back to the nice easy equation. And it said x plus y equals 6. Well, if x is 5, then that means that my y value, boom, boom, is 1. And I can test it out and make sure in the second equation here. So 3 times 5 minus 1, does that equal 14? 15 minus 1 equal 14? Why, yes, indeed, it does. So my solution is 5, 1. Pretty cool. All right, so let's keep going. Let's see how else we can use that here. All right, same thing. Now, in this case, notice here, when I added them, okay, the y's end up canceling out. Now, I am going to use a pencil for this next one, just in case I need to rework things. Okay, now, let's keep going with that idea. So if we add these, all right, I get 4x plus 2y equals 20. Well, poop on a cracker, that did not help me whatsoever because I still have two variables. So this is where you have to get your mob boss status on, all right? I need to eliminate either the y or the x. So when you're a mob boss, you got to send in your goons sometimes to take care of the situation. So that means that I've got to go into one of these equations and I've got to change them to be an opposite. So I got some beef with the y's. All right, I'm going to mob boss them like, yo, -1. I need you to take out the y's. Make them disappear. So I'm going to go ahead and use what I know about balancing an equation, that if whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So my -1 goon is going to come into here. You can go top or bottom. I'm just going to do the top. You can multiply the bottom by negative if you want to. I'm going to multiply the left side by negative. I'm going to multiply the right side by a negative. Okay? All right. Well, if I do that, now I have, let's see what happens once my goon got into the picture. I now have a -x, I have a -y, and I have a -6. Remember, if you do the same thing to both sides, it's still a true statement. No worries. Now, I didn't send, no goons were necessary for the second equation here. All right. Now let's try it. Okay. I'm going to add. I get 3x minus 1x is 2x. And all right, my goon did his job. -1y plus y cancels out. And I get 14 minus 6, which is 8. And bum-ba-da-dum, I can solve for x. I get x equals 4. Then I can go back to my original equation. Let's call it equation A and B. And I can find my y value. Okay, x plus y equals 6. 4 plus y equals 6. Again, hopefully you know that in your head, but I am showing all of my beautiful math work. And then I might test it out just to make sure. Let's see, does 3 times 4 plus 2 equal 14? 12 plus 2 equals 14. Yes, I did it right. So the solution is 4, 2. Okay? All right. So again, the idea is that if we can go ahead and add, we're going to still make a true statement. So that's cool. So sometimes when we add the equations together, that naturally eliminates one of the variables. Okay, no goons necessary. That was a nice, easy mob boss job. All right, but sometimes we need to send in a goon to kind of change things up and change a variable's way that they look. Okay, so then the same thing is going to happen here in this one. Now, I can't send in just one. I can't send in just one goon. I have to actually send in 2. So pause the video and think, who are you going to send in and who are you going to eliminate? All right. Now, if I just send a negative, that would make all of these guys -2, -3. They don't have, we need to have the same number, but opposite signs. So what we really need is oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? Not common denominator, common multiple. Okay, so for me, you know what? I don't like the x's. They've been giving me the stink eye, so I'm going to choose to eliminate them. So that means that a common multiple of 2 and 3, that's just going to be 6. So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm sending in my mob boss of +3 up here. So I'm going to multiply both sides of those by a +3. Well, I need to send in a second guy. to take care of the other equation, and I'm going to multiply this one by a negative 2, because 3 times 2 is positive 6. Negative 2 times a positive 3 is a negative 6, so that way I know they will eliminate each other. All right, so but whatever I do to one. So again, really, let's talk about this equation A. That's equation B. Okay, so my equation A, after my goons are done with them, okay, equation A now looks like this. 6x plus 9y, remember we got to distribute to everything, equals 18. All right, now equation B, mob boss negative 2, or sorry, my goon negative 2 went in to take care of the job and turned that x into negative 6x minus 8y equals negative 24. Okay, now I have opposites and I can go ahead and combine. And yes, my boss Paraso is happy. The x's have been eliminated. 9y minus 8y, nice and easy job there. Gives me 1y. And so 1y is negative 6. So now I go back, choose your equation to find that x value he's hiding out. So let's go, I'm going to go back to equation A. 2 times something plus 3 times negative 6 equals 6. All right, I get 2x plus a negative 18 equals 6. All right, so I'm going to add a positive to the other side. Add a positive 18. It's 24. X equals 12. And I just want to make sure that I'm right. So I'm going to choose equation B just to check. 3 times 12 plus 4 times negative 6. I'm supposed to get out a positive 12. 36 plus a negative 24. Give me 12? Yes, it does. So my final answer, 12, negative 6. And that, my friends, is the elimination method. So, sometimes your job as a mob boss is pretty easy. All you have to do is add both sides of your equations, and they just naturally eliminate. Other times, you might have to send in one goon to just take care of one of those pesky equations. Other times, it's a two-man job, and you've got to multiply both equations by something in order to eliminate that variable. Okay? So your goal in using the elimination method in all of these, notice that my terms are all lined up, okay? All my x's, all my y's, that comes naturally. And I'm looking for opposite coefficients in order to eliminate a variable. Happy mob bossing.